Another plane full of undocumented immigrants is headed to San Diego as the Border Patrol deals with a new problem. An agent who's been working with the immigrants says he now has scabies. I'm Virginia Cha.
And I'm Robert Santos in for Bill Griffith. 10 News reporter Hannah Mullins is live at Lindbergh Field. Hannah, this could be just the beginning of a new concern.
On Wednesday, we said it's the very thing that could happen. Now there is a very real concern that it could spread within our community, and that second plane hasn't even touched down yet. This is what scabies looks like, and it has now hopped from undocumented immigrants to an agent who is processing them.
And this is what I feared. And this is what I did not want to see as a health and safety threat.
Union official Ron Zermino worries it's only going to get worse because it's highly contagious.
You have to put a pesticide cream on your entire body to kill the pests. It's like a skin lice.
Shortly after the first plane touched down on Tuesday, we learned a head lice infestation and scabies outbreak was spreading fast. This all started because Texas border facilities were inundated with Central Americans. Zermino says infected people should have been stopped during a medical check there, but he knows they're overwhelmed. The feds flew the undocumented immigrants out, which lightened the workload in Texas, but local problems are bubbling up.
That agent processed numerous detainees that were allegedly medically cleared by FEMA.
After the plane touched down, Border Patrol agents sent 40 people into quarantine. Others were processed through other facilities and released.
Now, these people are already on the streets or traveling through the country to get to their final destination, and they could be contaminating the buses, contaminating other people with the scabies.
Zermino says there was already a national security concern as agents were pulled from the line to process people. Since agents are being exposed to infections, he worries it's only exposing our community to a greater threat. Again, another flight with 140 undocumented immigrants is expected to land out here today. We will, of course, stay on top of all of the developments for you. We're live at Lindbergh Field. Hannah Mullins, 10 News.
Thank you, Hannah. Once they get off the plane and get onto buses, when those busloads of immigrants reach Murrieta, there will be protesters and supporters waiting for them. A big crowd of people on both sides is gathered outside that Border Patrol facility right now. Reporter Rob McMillan is live with the action police already had to take against one protester this morning. Rob.
Yeah, that's right. One person arrested here just about an hour ago. We'll get to that information in just a moment. Meanwhile, it was 3 days ago that an angry crowd of protesters blocked the buses, but a lot is different today. First off, instead of them being on both sides of the street, they're all there together. And as you can see, they've been separated from the media with a row of Murrieta police officers right here. And let me show you where they're keeping the media all the way back here. So right now, it looks like the buses will not be heading in the same direction that they were 3 days ago. They might be coming up this way in front of all of the people. Now let's go to that video that we shot earlier this morning showing one protester who was arrested. I asked the sergeant about that, and he says it was for delaying an officer. The big question out here, as your reporter talked about earlier, when will those buses arrive? Well, I spoke with one person in Border Patrol who says the plane hasn't even taken off yet. So if you add up the minutes and hours there, probably sometime later today, maybe even later tonight. As far as the city of Murrieta goes, they released a press release last night saying this has been a very difficult week. In some ways, the city has fallen down in the face of a big challenge because they've been celebrated and vilified all across the country. And the eyes of the country will once again be on this city of Murrieta on Independence Day as another busload of undocumented immigrants could be on the way here very shortly. A lot of protesters are here to wait and see.
No human isn't illegal.
And just because they're a kid, no. The law is the law.
My family was here before everybody else.
Republic. Hey, can I make a statement that everyone comes from another land? None of us are really from anywhere because there were people on this earth millions of years ago.
I would say just about 100 protesters right now being kept behind that line. A lot of people have tried to get through to get closer to where some of the action is going to be, but Murrieta police keeping a very tight lid on what's happening here. They'll only let you by if you show credentials. Again, no time frame on when that bus might arrive. Could be later on today, could be later on tonight. Who knows? It could happen overnight. We'll just have to wait and see. Live in Murrieta, Rob McMillan, 10 News.
Thank you, Rob. Now, just 3 hours ago, President Obama called for changes to the immigration law. He spoke at a naturalization ceremony for military members.
We shouldn't be making it harder for the best and the brightest to come here and create jobs here and grow our economy here. We should be making it easier.
25 in all took the oath of citizenship, 15 active duty members, 2 veterans, 1 reservist, and 7 military spouses. They're now enjoying a barbecue at the White House.